mean, you want to talk about magic? Like,
Yeah.
puck just found him, right?
Yep.
You just knew he was scoring.
Yeah.
And the emotional reaction. So, yeah, hockey's a cool sport, man.
He's cool as hell, dude.
Some would say
Cool
it's
as
the
hell.
best sport.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
When I think about Chris Kreider on the Rangers, 7th, these are franchise history. 7th in games played, 3rd in goals, tied for first power play goals, 1st in playoff games played, 1st in playoff goals, 3rd in playoff points. Is it insane for you to ever stop and think about, like, oh, I'm this kid from Boxer NASA, now they're going to hang my jersey in Madison Square Garden?
I'm not sure that's happening. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I've been
the vote of confidence.
preaching it
Yeah.
for 2 years,
Yeah.
pal.
Appreciate the vote of
Going to war
confidence.
with people over it.
Thank you. A couple of homers.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
We're not biased.
Yeah. Right?
I mean, I played there for a long time. I guess you play there long enough.
Yeah.
Pucks are going to hit you and go in. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a time. I haven't had time to stop and think
Of course,
about it.
yeah.
Maybe
Of
I'll
course
appreciate it years from now. But
It's
Yeah.
nuts, dude.
Yeah.
And this is the other one. Our boy Johnny Lass pulled this, which I think is amazing. I don't know if you know this. You have the most goals in games facing elimination in NHL history, tied with Mark Messier.
we were in a lot of elimination games, clearly.
Backs up against
Yeah,
it a
we
lot.
were. Well, I think we came back from 3 different 3-1 series deficits.
Yeah, yeah. I think you guys were
Unfortunately, played in a
20
lot of those games. And
Yeah, but that
early
clutch,
on-
though, you know?
Sure.
Come on,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank
Own
you.
it.
It's
Thank you.
unbelievable.
Thank you.
But like that is like, listen, without stroking yourself off too much, because I know you're not a fan of that. At 20-10, I think the Rangers are in those games where you scored. But what do you think it is about those games, that back up against the wall mentality where you do rise above? Because you do, man. Like it's just like, it's who you are. I know it's how you've always been. I feel like the game almost slows down for you a little bit in those games. How do you do that?
And I think that the game gets kind of simple in those moments.
Yeah,
right?
I like that, actually.
There's no superfluous bullshit. You just play.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of easier to find that flow state in a game like that, where it's just nothing but win the game. And I think we would like to say that's what it is over the course of the regular season too, but there's a lot that goes into
course,
it, right?
yeah.
Definitely.
But in that moment, it's pure. Just go out, play, have fun. Whatever happens, happens. I think I've always kind of viewed it, even going back to Boston College, as opportunity,
Yeah.
as opposed to like fear.
That's
And
awesome.
you put yourself
Yeah.
in the right spots in a game like that with good players, they find you.
Yep.
And again, you're playing a lot of them
Yeah.
eventually. And,
You're gonna get one
Stop
in,
going
eh?
down 3-1,
Yeah.
dude. This is
And-
bullshit.
But as a professional athlete too, you remember the ones you don't win.
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
You remember the semifinal game in high school
Yeah. Fucking A.
where you hit the post like 3 times in the last minute.
God damn.
The number of pucks I kept in on the blue line too.
I know.
I was up at the point too.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
6
yeah.
on 5,
You're
which
right
is
at that umbrella.
which is bonkers
Yeah.
to think about
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't anywhere near the
Yeah, I
net.
was like, that's your.
But I
that's
didn't
your
leave.
spot.
I didn't leave the blue line, and they were like full on ice in the puck at the empty net, and I'm batting pucks down, whipping them back in the
Oh,
net.
yeah.
I can remember Garnet, like one I could have sworn was going in the net, just like seeing a puck. Garnet gets a piece of it and tips it off the post.
Yeah.
It's like Isles, was that the name of the goalie?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Wait, what was it?
Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that
Yeah,
haunt you.
those-
right? Yeah.
I'll remember for sure.
Horrible.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, dude, speaking of things that haunt you, I'm sure, but the 2014, you guys go to the final, which is over in 5 games. So there were 5 overtime periods across the course of those games. It was the
double overtime, single overtime.
Dude.
yeah, insane.
Yeah, we only led it, or we only trailed in 1 game.
God.
Yeah,
that's-
they came from
is that
behind and
true?
beat
That's
us.
a ridiculous stat.
3 out of the 4 games they won.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? Still pretty young in your career at that point. Are you like, what's it like just going through that? Being in a fight.
I was like, oh, we're going to be back every year.
Yeah,
This
right.
is the most fun I've ever had. Like,
Yeah.
we're just going to do it again next year. And obviously the guys in the room are like, you don't understand how good this opportunity is. Like, we got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a lot of people about that. Obviously one of the assistant GMs here was with LA at the time, right?
Mhm.
Solomon. It was like, it could have gone the other way. I mean, we lost in 5, but like, could have easily won in 5.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Like, and there was some arguable missed calls.
Yeah.
Maybe a goalie interference here or there that they
Yeah.
probably would call
that
now.
wasn't even in vogue yet.
They would
That-
probably
Oh
call
my
now.
God.
Yeah.
Those would have been flying
yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah. I think I missed a breakaway in every single overtime period too.
No.
Like,
I honestly think if it wasn't
Check the
5
tape.
missed breakaways,
Yeah.
it was 4.
Yeah.
I think I went off of John Quick's butt end. I think I went through his 5-hole out the
yeah,
backside.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That
I think
one
I
did
hit
happen.
his jersey and I think it grabbed his jersey and spun out too.
Yeah.
Probably dumped one in the corner, but I had a lot of looks in those overtime periods. Even the last game when we lost, like I think I hit a post, Step hit a post, Nasher had an open net, and Voinov just like reaches his stick over and somehow like we were on the bench like loose. We're like, we'll win this game, no problem.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it takes some luck, some magic. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, got to stay healthy too.
For
So
sure.
it's a hard trophy to win, man.
God,
yeah,
hard.
but still, I look back at that very fondly. It's the
That's
most
nice.
fun I've had playing hockey.
Oh, it's
Such a good
unbelievable.
group of guys. I mean, the second round, everything that happened with Marty and his family, and obviously losing his mother and then scoring at MSG on Mother's
Epic
Day, like
goal
ooh,
too. Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about magic? Like,
Yeah.
puck just found him, right?
Yep.
You just knew he was scoring,
Yeah.
and the emotional reaction. So, yeah, hockey's a cool sport, man.
Hockey's cool, dude.
Some would say
Cool
it's the
as hell.
best sport.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
And then I also wanted to ask you, 2022, you popped 52 goals, which is so sick that you're a 50 goal scorer in the National. But what did anything change in your approach? Because after that, I think the career high before was 28 or something. And since then, you pour them in. Did something change in your approach or your process or anything? Or
Yeah, something dramatic changed in my approach and process. I actually talked to Valaket a bunch over the summer. I mean, I'm a pretty analytical person. Going back to Andover, I think you can speak to that. And I wanted an edge. I wanted to take advantage of things that I did well, that I do well. And talking to him about how goals are scored. I guess the way he looks at it is more from the goaltender's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like Moneyball, right?
Yep.
Like understanding, the context prior to the shot and how to position yourself. And I think that the whole thing is kind of built on the fact that we're going to get in the weeds a little bit here, but the human eye can't pick the puck up in under half a second.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I like
So
that.
if you can get it on and
Yeah.
off the stick, especially when across the middle of the ice in under half a second, it's like a 1 in 3 chance that it goes in, crosses twice, and you get it off in under half a second. I think it's like the best chance in hockey, like the slot line, double slot line. So it ends up being like a 66% chance. And he's always used it to coach goaltenders. But I took that and approach as a goal scorer and started putting myself in some of those positions, working on some of those things. Mainly release. A number of times you get a puck and you think like, oh, I got to dust this, get my head up and pick a corner. It's like, just get it on and off quick and you have a chance to beat that goaltender. It doesn't matter who it is. The difference between the best goalie in the world and whatever the goalie with probably the worst save percentage,
Yeah.
isn't the number of times they give up those goals. They give up those goals at the exact same rate.
Yeah.
Because again, it's
Dude,
it's
that's
the ability to pick the puck up.
Yeah.
It's the difference is the percentage of times they give up like a bad goal. And they'll have some games where they're standing on their heads, but it's not necessarily those high danger chances, those double slot lines, it's just how they characterize shots, and that all changed my approach to goal scoring, and again my positioning and how I thought about generating offense. And I mean that's something I'll talk about all day.
Dude,
but,
that's awesome.
I love
That's
it.
so
That's,
cool.
yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
the
it's been
fucking
so
But
nerd shit. That I
even
love.
when you're maybe not seeing the puck going too, it like for me it's there would be some frustration in the past, but for me it's like, well, all right, the last 3 didn't go in. Whatever that, if I keep putting myself in the
Trust that
spot,
process. Yep.
regression to the mean, like I'm going to get hot. I just got to do it over and over and over again.
No
and
doubt.
over 82 comes out in the wash.
God,
No
that's
doubt.
incredible. Dude, Step said, there was an article that Step said they were asking him his favorite Chris Kreider memory. And he said that all he said is there's a story that when your first year, you and Millsy got called into the coach's office. Can you tell?
This won't die.
Well, I don't even know what it is.
Story to go away.
I don't even know what it
It
is.
wasn't nothing story. Rick Nash just thought it was the funniest thing, so it just lives on forever. Lane Vigneault called us into the office, and we're both young guys, I think both rookies at the time. And I don't know how to burn my, be in my bonnet. And I went in kind of like, probably brow furrowed, maybe with like a little anger energy. And he went in a little nervous and he stumbled over his words. And I kind of was on the edge of my seat, and I don't know. So the story goes, he basically asked, like, and this is just like devolved into pure chaos.
Yeah.
This keeps getting brought up. But so, like, what kind of player do you think you are? You asked me. I mean, and I said, depends on who you ask. I don't know. I was just like,
you're fired up.
Like indignant, like
you were like ready for a fight.
And Millsy was like, "Hell did this guy just say?" And then it became like, yeah, Kreider's in there, like with his feet up on Vigneault's stats. Depends on who you ask. And it was like, no, I was like, depends on who you ask. I don't know. What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
So, and then he asked Millsy the same thing, and he stumbled over his words, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think, when the opportunity is there, it presents itself. Like, I'll try to make plays, and I like to make good ideas. And so I'm saying,
what was that?
What did you just say? So it became like, this like, well, depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
And it just, but
It's getting a
that was about, I mean, that was about the extent of the conversation that we had with the head coach.
Yeah.
Well, no, he asked us one more thing. He was like, "Do you guys think you're skilled players?" And we were both like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And he was
Big
like,
time.
"No." And, and we're like, "No."
Oh, we're not.
I think he was. I understand. I know now, especially in retrospect. Like, he's trying to be like, you're, power forwards, get to the net, hit north south, not perimeter, whatever. But yeah, I don't think it was the right idea, and I think he knew it pretty quickly to bring both of us into the meeting at the same time. And when we left, Rick Nash immediately asked kind of what happened, and we told him, and he thought it was the funniest thing.
Dying,
and then it just So there really wasn't. I don't think there's much to it, but me and it was fun coming up with Millsy, and I mean he's the best. He's all time. So awesome. Playing with him in Hartford, and then some of the experiences that we had as young guys too. But that meeting was special. Definitely not. I think Vigneault was kicking himself. What? Why'd I get stuck with these two young guys? Frickin' frack. There's a couple idiots.
Dude, well, I mean, with these stories, there's been so many players that came through that team that you played with, and from the analytics standpoint that you definitely like and appreciate about the game. The year when you guys brought in Vlad and Kaner, how was that from, again, looking at the game how you look at it, when you have guys like you, Kane, Tarasenko, all on the ice at the same time who are great power play players, there's only one puck. Did that get to a place where it was almost difficult to try to snap it around when you had so many players who definitely want the puck on their stick, who want to control the power play?
I mean, I think we scored 6 or 7 goals in that first round on the power play.
Yeah.
I think they were using me as a backboard, especially Kaner. So, I think what makes Patrick Kane so great is he's going to take what you give him.
Yeah.
And they were leaving me open. And now the penalty kill coach who was in Jersey is now our assistant coach.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of had a laugh about that, because I always enjoyed playing against Jersey because they pressured out and left me open a lot down low. Whereas some teams will play it differently. But so, I've been lucky to play with so many incredible players, and obviously those two are right at the top of the list. Both awesome humans, and unbelievable hockey players. So seeing how they think the game and kind of how they process it and getting to play with them, obviously getting unceremoniously bounced out of the first round in 7 games stinks. But anytime you go 7, it's a coin flip, right? And we needed to take care of business earlier. They made adjustments that we didn't respond. Again, sometimes it's, like I said earlier, oftentimes it's the team that's playing the best, not the best team.
Yeah.
We were good on paper, but we weren't, we just weren't clicking, unfortunately.
Yeah.